Hi, I am Bernadette Petrie, the Soul's Life Coach, and I'm doing a little clip for you from the top of the law. I haven't been doing many recordings for a while. I have been focusing on finishing the book, Permission to Shine. The writing is done, it's in its edit stage, and it will be available for you to buy from the middle of May 2019. So keep that in your radar, and I'll be sending out some clips and more information about that. But in terms of the reason I wanted to come on and jump to you today and speak to you today in this wind, and I hope you can hear me, is that next Thursday at the Barefoot Sanctuary, which is incidentally just down there. I'll come back next week and tell you the story of the connection to this hill and the sanctuary. But next Thursday we are welcoming to the Barefoot Sanctuary a beautiful woman called Catherine de Courcy, who I met through a local resident here who spent time out with her in France. Catherine is an amazing writer of historical information and zoology, and lots of incredible travel journals have been written by her and her husband, who sadly died when they were living in Australia. He took his own life, and that led Catherine on her own healing journey to really tap into her own inner wisdom, and she wrote a beautiful account of that called An Adventure in Grief, about her and John's journey. And then she ended up moving back to Ireland, and then consequently moving to France, where she started to discover and became really curious about the historical community called the Cathars, a village, an area known as Montségur in France near Carcassonne. And she started to get really curious and understand the history of the tragic event where that whole community were held under siege and ultimately persecuted because of the light that frightened the sort of powers of be at the time that they were tapping into inside of them. We all have an inner wisdom. We all have a divinity inside of us. That's my whole message of what I coach about and talk about. And Catherine is totally on point with that. And her book, Montségur, a novel, is just beautiful. Her characters, Esme and Raymond, just jumped off the page at me. And so next Thursday she's coming to talk about her book and to share an evening with those of you that really want to tap into that inner wisdom. So this is an invitation for those that are really serious about trusting their intuition, understanding who they truly are. Come and spend an evening with us at the Barefoot Sanctuary next Thursday, the 28th of March. It's starting at a later time of 8 p.m. because we have a course going on in the room next door, so it's slightly later for the normal ones. But I would just, one of the things, I don't know who comes to the Barefoot Talks unless you book in advance, and it's wonderful that people do decide to drop in, but it can be quite heart-wrenching when you've got an author coming all the way over from France and you don't know for sure how many chairs to put out. So if you do value the Barefoot Talks and you value what we're doing here in North Berwick, get online and book your ticket. I'll put the link under this video so that I can be sure to set a seat out for you. And it really will be a magical evening of tapping in to that inner wisdom that you have and that the world needs you to trust. Lots of love. I hope to see you.